Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I will be reacting to the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Unlimited Blade Work collab trailer, a long awaited reunion. Now this is obviously the collab number 2. We already had a collab before. Saber and Archer was released, and we had like a little bit of a game portion and everything. But this time it is obviously Rin and Gilgamesh. This has been one of my at least most anticipated like collabs, because obviously Rin is involved here, and if you have been watching my channel, you'll know how much I am a big fan of Rin. So yeah, very much looking forward to this. I think this is coming out tomorrow. So yeah, I'm very much excited for that. But yeah, now let's react to the trailer. So this is the trailer for that. As always, I'm reacting to the JP version, and the original video link will be in the description box if you want to check it out. And yeah, let's begin. After reacting to it, I'm going to talk about it and like discuss what I saw. So yeah, let's get started. Honkai Star Rail and Fate Unlimited Blade Works collab trailer, a long-awaited reunion. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. Fate Star Rail fake? What? What? Oh damn. Okay. Gilgamesh is here. Oh my god, she's blatantly using Ishtar's. Okay. Oh! Alright. What? Yeah. I do wonder what like explanation they have. Like, why are they bringing in Ishtar in this? Whoa. Oh! Wait, what? Oh, that's Ishtar. Yeah. Okay, so that's wait. So that's the direction they're going with. Oh my god. Oh, he's bringing out air. Okay, alright, you know what? They're not even. So this is Ishtar. Fate Star Rail fake. Oh, there is. Wait, Lancer survived? Hey yo, what? How? Nah, man. This is some fake stuff going on. Obviously, they literally said Fate Star Rail fake or something. The biggest indication to that is that Lancer is alive. Damn, that doesn't happen. Alright. Okay, so yeah, so it is Ishtar. So basically, they literally showed Ishtar and referenced her. She's literally using her noble phantasm, Rin. And yeah, all that stuff. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. I guess, like, so here's the thing. So they are kind of mixing. I was gonna say Fate Grand Order, like Ishtar and everything, but at the same time, if you think about it, Fate Strange Fake also has Ishtar, and however the bow, Ishtar's bow, then chugging out literally like planets as a noble phantasm. Those things that we saw, even that section where they showed. Okay, you know what? Let me go back to that part. where they showed. Okay, here we go. We have her literally using Ishtar's bow. Then we have this part. Here we go, bringing out Venus to attack, which is literally what Ishtar does. Then, okay, where's that section where? Oh, I think that it was here, right? Just a minute. Right. Okay, wait, what was this? What the hell was that? Oh, I guess this is like Rin taking over again. Because that's what happened. Rin became the dominant personality again over here. Yeah, so Ishtar being like, oh, what the hell, like give me give me control back. Okay, where's that section where they show Ishtar? Okay, I think this part. Yeah, this part. This is literally Ishtar's noble phantasm. This is Ishtar. Okay, so right. So Fate, I guess it makes sense. Fate Grand Order, like they brought like in Ishtar's noble phantasm and stuff from there, and Ishtar literally stabbing Gilgamesh. You can kind of say like like not stabbing, but this kind of like reminded me of that whole scene from Fate Strange Fake, where Ishtar kind of got an upper hand against Gilgamesh. That part. So, and also literally they kind of reference Fate Strange Fake here, like Fate Star Rail Fake. So like the thing is, I'm genuinely curious. They could have couldn't they have just been like, all right, this is like a Fate collab, like a normal Fate collab, or like a, I don't know, like a Titan fan. Why did they bring out like, oh, this is a Fate Unlimited Blade Works collab? And then they're doing the they're bringing in Ishtar, and I'm pretty sure, like as I've heard, next collab characters that will be coming will be Sakura. So like I don't understand the Unlimited Blade Works part. Like what's going on? I you know what? I feel like they probably thought at the beginning that they're going to like just like restrict this to Unlimited Blade Works, and then they were like, ah, screw it. Let this be an actual thing, like a yearly thing, and like they literally brought in Ishtar here. Like Ishtar isn't there in Unlimited Blade Works. So like, yeah, I understand, like obviously Rin being the like a vessel for Ishtar and everything, by association you can say that, yeah, like that's why Ishtar is here. But they could have just not just like made this like an Unlimited Blade Works collab, but just like a normal Fate collab, like any Fate, like all the Fate franchise it could be, like like Fate Grand Order, Fate Stay Night, like Heaven's Feel, like like anything Fate related. They could have done that instead of just being like, oh, it's an Unlimited Blade Works collab. Why? I don't know. I still don't understand that part. Anyways, but yeah, there were quite a few things here. I'm gonna go like like step by step and see like everything. So first and foremost, and discuss everything. First and foremost, we have the first reveal here. Ishtar's reveal. This is not Rin, this is Ishtar, because red eyes. And then you can see everyone's like won the, okay, yeah, and then Ishtar comes in. Okay, face trainer. All right. Okay, now yeah, here Gilgamesh pops out. This part. And then Ishtar kind of saves the main character. Okay, so here's the thing. This, we saw this before as well. She calls the main character her servant. So, like as revealed in the other trailer that I reacted to, it came out like a few weeks ago, I think. Rin is supposed to be the master, while we are supposed to be the servant here. It's interesting. Okay, now then obviously we have Gilgamesh coming in, and Saber is like, ah, god damn it, Gilgamesh is here again. Like obviously like old beef. Yeah. And obviously, Gilgamesh comes in and starts making trouble. Okay, this one. And then Rin using the dual sword. Yeah. And yeah, Archer comes in with the gems and everything, yeah. So Gilgamesh is supposed to be the character we were fighting against, but then he gets freaking stabbed, and then Ishtar becomes the enemy, I guess. Okay, yeah, this part. And here Gilgamesh is like, ah, got the grail. But here we go. Right. That's crazy. He was actually able to stab him. God damn it. Always getting the short end of the stick in Fate Strange Fake, and now here, oh my god. Yeah, she calls herself the mistress of the heaven, obviously Ishtar. Brings in Venus. Yeah, okay, so I'm guessing Rin kind of takes over here. That's why she gets her personality back, I'm guessing. Alright. Alright, this part. This is such a peak reference, I would say. Obviously, this was... Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. They're making references not only confined to Fate Stay Night, I'm pretty sure this is a reference to Fate Grand Order. Because, there is a scene in Fate Grand Order where Gilgamesh dies of overwork. Goes to the underworld, and a lot of shenanigans happen there. And then, with the help of Ershkigal and everything, he was able to come back. This is literally that. Here, in the place of Ershkigal, who's supposed to be the queen of underworld, we have Castoris, who's in a similar situation. That's why Castoris comes in, pops out of the, this part. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a reference to that scene in Fate Grand Order, Babylonia. Okay, and then he brings out Ea. Alright, and then she literally uses her Noble Phantasm. Gilgamesh using Ea is crazy. Okay, this is one thing. I feel like is kind of inconsistent because Gilgamesh doesn't use Ea like it's some sort of a weapon or anything. He, unless and until it's one of the it's a battle worth him giving everything, he never touches Ea. So him using Ea against Ishtar is something that's kind of bothering me because I am 100% sure, even if it is required, Gilgamesh is never going to unleash Ea against Ishtar because of how much he kind of dislikes Ishtar, and the pettiness between them. The thing is, here's the thing. Using Ea is also a way of him acknowledging the enemy. You think Gilgamesh is going to acknowledge Ishtar as an enemy? In no way. In no way. With Gilgamesh's pride and everything that he has gone through because of Ishtar, in actual lore, and Ishtar's bitterness against Gilgamesh, both these two will never see eye to eye, let alone acknowledge the other as a worthy opponent, especially Gilgamesh. So her using Ea against, I don't know, it's a bit odd. I can see him using Ea against other people, when it's really necessary and everything. Fate Strange Fake, he used Ea against, right? He did use Ea, right? Or am I mistaken? Against Enkidu? At the very big first battle? Wait a minute, let me think. Did he use Ea? He did, right? He did unleash it. I think so. I cannot remember. Yeah, he did use it at the very first battle in the very like zero episode zero or whatever it was. Um, yeah. So using AI is a way of saying that yeah, you know what, you're worthy, you're worthy enough. You know, you think he's gonna use that against Ishtar? I don't think so. But anyways, right, and then this was pretty funny. Like everyone freaking died because of that clash. And yeah, like Castris is just taking them out of the underworld. Okay. Ah, that's cool. Like this poster. This is the Unlimited Blade Works poster. Except we have like, like the main character here instead of Shiro. And the fact that Ku Hulin survived is crazy. Okay, anyways, that was pretty fun. No, I really like that. So yeah, that was Honkai Star Rail and Unlimited Fate Unlimited Blade Works collab trailer, a long-awaited reunion. So yeah, Rin is coming, Ishtar is coming along with her, and like obviously her beef against Gilgamesh is there. Saber is also not happy with the fact that Gilgamesh is here, while Gilgamesh is just here, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah. And there you go. I'm looking forward to this. I do hope this time the story is better. Previous time with Saber, the story was absolute garbage. Like, I don't know what the hell that was. Like, you know, like I've heard a lot of people complain about them reusing like assets of like, like what was the name of the place? Castor's Cyrene's hometown. Um, Elysia, right? Aedis Elysia. That was the name, right? Yeah. Reusing assets of that as Britain, if you remember. My complaints wasn't that. Like, I'm like, obviously, like they could have just made a new like a new like area for the collab or something, and made new like backgrounds and assets for that. That's the least they could have done. So I can understand people being mad over that. But for me, I wasn't even mad over that. I was mad about the fact that the story was so ass. Like I did not like the story at all. Like this is supposed to be a Fate collab. Fate, like anything Typhoon related, is known for their superior storytelling. At least for me, like, and I'm sure most people like share the same sentiment. Whenever we talk about Fate, whenever we talk about anything Typhoon, what comes in your head first? Story. At least that's what comes in my head. I love this franchise because of the storytelling. You know, and this was what they delivered in a collab. you know and here's another thing. Honkai Star Rail story, obviously it's not on the same level of Fate, but it's still pretty damn good. you know like I genuinely think that. I know there's a lot of people who kind of like throw shade to Honkai Star Rail and be like, oh, it's garbage, this and that, but come on, like you have to give credits where credit is due. The story for Honkai Star Rail is actually pretty good, at least to me. Certain sections I really enjoy. Yeah, there are certain sections which are pretty garbage, but it's pretty damn good. Like, I like it, I enjoy it. That's why I'm still playing it. I wouldn't be playing this otherwise. You know. So couldn't they have just given us something at least a little bit decent? What the hell was the previous collab story? Was there even any story? I don't think there was any story. I forgot what happened. I really don't remember what happened. It was so forgettable. The only thing I remember is like us going to like Saber's like hometown, like Britain, and that was it. I don't remember anything else. So I think I made it. I actually made a video for this as well after playing the story. It was so garbage, that I had to talk about it. But this time, I really do hope that the story is at least a little bit better. Like, come on, like you're making this an actual thing, like a yearly thing. It seems like, so at least put effort into it. The story at least. Good lord. Anyways, yeah. Let's wait and see, I guess. To be honest, I actually don't have any expectations. Like, seriously, I will be pleasantly surprised if the story is better this time, but I doubt that. I doubt that's happening. You know. Like, yeah. But who knows? You know, Gilgamesh is here, Ishtar is here, Rin is here. Maybe it'll be good. You know. Either way, I'm ending this video here. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to this trailer. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below. Anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. That is it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow when, you know, Rin comes out. I'll probably make a video on that, trying to get Rin. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.